Welcome back to Refrain Chord. So we have still one character episode with Rinne, so let's go for that. Solve the mystery after the battle. Okay. Hey, look what I got on the street out front.
Oh, is this a flyer? The Justice Society will soon hold their next Grand Mystery Tournament at the Cathedral of Justice.
What kind of mysteries? You know, like what gets wetter the more it dries? That's a riddle, you idiot.
I'm attracted to the word of
That's
justice.
a riddle, not a mystery.
This?
If I may be so bold, such events are games in which players are given conundrums to solve. Solve one, then you proceed. These mysteries range from the simple to the extremely difficult and bizarre. Thus, many players run out of time midway through and are killed. Are eliminated.
Well, Soji, you sure know a lot about this. Do you
I
solve
performed some of the executions myself. What can I say? I'm a bit of a puzzle solver myself.
Oh,
What, you're secretly Leighton?
Yes, it all makes sense now.
Come to think of it, Soji's past is kind of a mystery in itself, huh? Oh my god, we're gonna get a backstory for Soji?
There's nothing he could tell us that would surprise me.
I mean, why not give it a try?
Well, his partner is Mysterious Pippin after all. I guess it makes sense.
Okay. This mystery event sounds like fun, and I guess we're just going to ignore that then. Okay, moving on.
If you're keen to try your hand, why don't we all go together? I'd be glad to help you out.
Alright, let's see how
Let me
many...
guess, the side quest will amount to a battle, won't it?
You mean it? Then let's go. So, yeah, obviously. So you're probably thinking, oh, this is going to be like at the climax of Curious Village, or we have to climb some kind of tower and solve puzzles to reach each floor. Nope, it's just another battle.
Piece of cake or easy as pie. How you made it this far is the real mystery.
Look, regardless of what nice things I may have had to say about this game, no quest has ever amounted to anything other than battles in some way, shape, or form.
It's one of the main reasons why I find this game such a wet fart. Not only am I not particularly invested in the story, the gameplay is not really helping because the gameplay gets old. Not super fast or anything, but like it gets old because there's not much to it.
I could have sworn there was more variety to it in Advent Dark.
There was, well, there was because there were actual dungeons in Advent Dark Force. You know,
That too.
I mean, and not to mention, hell, you know, you guys might remember the Hazuhiro planes, the planes that were so large that they even gave you a float booster, which allows you to go, 88 miles per hour and shit like that, right? Remember that? They technically also have that here, but because there's no actual dungeons in this game, the float booster thing is just a cutscene gag thing. You can't even use that in this game. So screw you, I guess.
So we seem to be here having a scene where Sherman reflects on the good qualities of Fang, and
basically
how again he refuses to just throw people aside like the bad guys do.
Well, that's just my average look on my face, Sherman.
Little just Fang, no, he has also changed Sherman's way of life too. But Fang, it's a video game. Where's the fun in that?
Really, I thought all you wanted was food.
I mean, I joke, but sadly, okay, honestly, almost with any form of media, as much as characters would love to end stuff peacefully, ending stuff peacefully does not always make for the most entertaining media, sadly.
Again, unless your entire game revolves around the concept of giving you the opportunity, like Undertale.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna mention Undertale.
I mean, to be fair,
good point.
it's a good example in general, and I look
is.
forward to potentially more game taking inspiration from that to give more facets to the story.
You know what? I do agree that Undertale shows that there is a way to make it so that you don't have to take out all your threats.
Anyway, to recap, basically Sherman suggests, okay, if you really want to find a way to, let's all brainstorm at the inn with all the others, basically.
真実は時として人を傷つけますね。以後気をつけるとしましょう。
Oh, thank you, Tsundere.
I thought Aaron was the tsundere.
Hey, don't you see, Pedro? They're made for each other.
I guess.
They're essentially the Rumiko Takahashi sort of couple. The couple who are practically, you know, fight, kiss. Oh, we totally don't like each other. They totally do because they gel so well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, basically, Arlie and Baoz are taking care of the kids while Mariana is in the hospital. I'm glad that at least Baoz is there supervising Harley to make sure she doesn't do anything to the kids. But
okay, to be fair, they aren't fairies, so they.
I don't trust her still. I don't trust her still.
Like, yeah, I guess to her credit, I don't think we've ever seen her do anything bad to anyone who's not a fairy.
Great. Now she's after Kalara too. Great. Wonderful.
Oh, well, yeah, Kalara's a fairy, so yeah, Harley gonna do Harley things.
It's interesting because when there was a skit in Dark Force that where Harley molests Kalara, and Jova in particular got really upset because, and I'm quoting him right now, Lola it looks like a child, but Kalara actually is a child, and everything is just like so yeah. So basically, we're going to use Zagi as a bait for Ifrit to set a trap, basically.
Oh wow, are we already gonna get Ifrit on our side? That
To
quickly?
be fair, Jova, again, the game has been moving relatively fast with encounters, so hi, Lola.
I'm gonna have to talk about that real quick, but basically, Lola has a new Fury info, yeah.
It has been moving by quickly, but even with like Ethel and Apollonius, it didn't feel like we got them to our party that.
I know.
Usually it requires 2 encounters rather than 1.
Yeah,
Okay,
2 encounters.
The first introduces and the next one is the catalyst.
My problem is with Ifrit, its recruitment, I'll talk about later. But for now, I just wanted to bring up something from the previous part, specifically, that I didn't get to mention. See, this because the opening cutscene of the previous part is a great example of what I mean when I think the cutscenes in this game go on for way too longer than as you guys mentioned, there's in the previous part there's that pointless and stupid out of place scene where Tiara is asking Fang to call her a pig and everything, and it broke the mood of that scene, like you guys complained about and all that shit. But think about it, that was also kind of related to what's happening before Ifrit shows up, where they're trying to gut that pig for getting food for the pig. Here's what they could do, right? Because that cutscene go on for 15 minutes. You could have so easily shaved at least 5 minutes off that cutscene by removing the pig thing, which is not really essential, and just have only the Ifrit part of that cutscene happen, and you could have easily shaved 5 minutes off that cutscene easily. That's my problem with a lot of the scenes in this game, is that they go on for way longer than they need to because there's so much fluff. Unnecessary fluff, like on the cutscenes. The pig one is one of the best examples because I can specifically say you could have just removed the pig scene. Not only would have made the cutscene shorter and thus more digestible, you also would remove that terrible pig calling Tiara a pig joke thing.
True, but that kind of
To be
happens
fair,
at the
the
end.
pig is the reason that they're out there.
Yeah, I get
for
the idea.
Okay,
The evil one.
that's easy. Rewrite it so that you can give them easier to explain excuse. Like there are multiple ways you can go about this.
I mean, I'm fine with them hunting out for the pig and Ifrit catching them while they're hunting after the pig. I'd rather just, we could have removed the joke. But you were saying, Tio?
The same.
Yeah, he was saying the same as you. It's more so because the fact, like, I'm already not particularly interested in this story, and the fact that the cutscenes go on for so long is just, like, very draining for me.
Again, I personally feel like the cutscenes, the length of the cutscenes isn't the problem. I feel it's more so what they tend to consist of. Now, I will agree that there are some points where a scene will be extended by a joke that just did not need to be there. I don't think that it's inherently the fault of them hunting for the pig that's a problem here and there. It's just that they wanted to write a joke in a place that really didn't need it. Like, it's not even the fact that it's a bad joke. I mean, it's not particularly good, but
why not follow my example? When I was a lad, I trained in a skin-colored leotard. This? Oh, why is it skin-colored?
Well, he's the most lightly dressed out of all of us. Had enough of a leotard, I assume.
Kill, kill.
Who cares about all that? Just do something about the heat.
That's Ethel talking, not me.
I mean, doesn't Tiara have ice spells which she can use?
Hugh, it's a hot one today. We could, yes, that is true, Teo, but that would require us to have budget to make some kind of ice spell animation. So, sorry. What's up, Lola? Ice? Oh, speaking of ice, Ethel also has ice spells. So, whatever. Kill, kill, kill.
Ethel is upset that you got her hopes up, and she's a bit confused.
Alright, what's this Fury info? There are signs of a Fury at the Dorator Lava Cave. The Dorator Lava Cave. If you go, you might be able to grab it. It's interesting because, again, it's kind of like the Kogai Ice Ruins that this game also has. Like, we don't have the Catechus Ice Caves, and we also don't have...
Talk about a hard sell.
And we don't. The interesting thing, Taylor, is that unlike the Catechus Ice Caves, the Yatagan Lava Flows is indeed in this game, and so is the Wudoke Blast Furnace that we already went for Apollonius' sister's charm suspicion that we had in the other part, right? And now we have a new volcano area called the Dorator Lava Cave. Like,
I mean, I guess considering all the mountains around, some of them needs to be probably.
No, but it's not. But it's all. No, but that's the thing, too. Remember, it's all the same volcano. Like, how many layers and caves does this volcano have? Like, anyway, go ahead, Jova. Oh, sorry. Kill. Don't worry. The point is they're going to the Dorator Lava Cave because apparently there's a Fury that can help them with the heat. That's the basic point. Trust me.
Ethel says she can't go outside in this heat while it's cool inside.
Thanks for another winning translation. It's been a while since she's been all kill this, kill that.
It seems it's too hot for her to talk. Ethel does just fine in the cold, but she can't stand hot weather. She used to have high-cut breezy clothes that showed off her belly and kept her cool, but we ran low on money and had to sell them.
Oh my god,
There we go.
right.
There we go.
You do reference the other outfit.
There we go, Teo.
He did have to sell it.
Not Teo. There you go, Joe. But that's the reason why she doesn't have that other bunny outfit, because we ran out of money and we can't afford it. I don't want to go. Pippin and Apollonius say, is that Karen saying it, or is it the developer saying it? What's wrong? What's wrong? Heat getting to you? Far be it from me to rob young people of the chance to grow. As a young man, I endured my share of hardship. I knew it. You guys don't want to go either. Basically, they're strong-arming Fang into getting the Fury. What should we do?
Because of the heat wave.
Yeah, because nobody wants to leave because it's too hot.
What should we do? Yeah, kill everyone.
Ethel proposes that we decide through rock, paper, scissors.
Sure, of course.
John, Ken, Bo.
Doesn't it seem somewhat unfair to decide who goes and who stays with a game?
Actually, Tiara, rock, paper, scissors is a game of luck, so no, actually. So you're definitely going?
Let's not be too hasty.
How is it?
Holy shit.
Like seriously, the rock, paper, scissors is literally a game of pure chance, so how is it unfair? I don't get that logic.
Way. If we do rock, paper, scissors, at least there's a chance you won't have to go.
True. Kill.
Ethel says we should do it.
Alright, rock, paper, scissors it is. Rock, paper, scissors. Wait, why do you get to call it?
Because I do.
Shoot.
Look at that. No ties. Oh, victory is mine.
Aw, man.
I lost too, damn it.
Oh no, I lost. I just don't have the hang of this game.
Oh well, rules are rules. It's a rock floor. It should be everything. I'm dragging this.
Sorry, dude. Paper beats rock.
Don't you understand how rock, paper, scissors work, Apollonius?
Poor dear. She's in such shock that she lost. She can't even say kill.
Well, off you go. Destiny has chosen you, flowers of youth, and that's my...
Joke's on you. We can probably have whoever we want to join us in the party on the battle.
That is true. Which basically...
Do bring back the carry unharmed.
And don't skip on the souvenirs. You guys seem so happy now you don't have to go get the Fury.
Heatwave Aaron. You'd be surprised what it can do to people.
Alright, and that was the episode.
So, moving on.
Moving on. Alright, but before we move on to the Dorotor Lava Cave, we have side quests to do. So, hot, heavy, heat, and seldom, etc. So, yeah, I want to talk about this. So, you might remember that thing with Rinne that we just did, where the quote-unquote Justice Society is holding this Layton-style puzzle challenge. Allow me to remind you that in Advent Dark Force, the Justice
Oh my god! Is that also a new pack?
No, that's a background from the Evil Goddess route. In fact, remember, Joe, but this is from the Justice Society. It was created specifically for the Evil Goddess route. So
that's right. And now that they're a thing here, okay.
That's what I was about to say, Joe. But that's the thing. You only get the Evil Justice Society with the Evil Goddess thing if you pick the other story route that we're going to see after with this one, right? So when you go through this route that we're doing right now, apparently the Justice Society is doing nothing of the sort, and instead is just organizing puzzle tournaments.
I guess the idea is that they weren't
Butterfly
always
effect
evil.
is a bitch.
I guess.
I'll say. Holy cow! Like here, I guess the Justice Society are just
because just like in the Goddess and Vile God route, Junon is completely inexistent in this route, as far as I can tell.
Is Noe still gonna show up?
I'm sorry.
We try following red points.
I'm sorry. Yes, Joe.
Is Noe still gonna show up again? Sure,
yes.
He did show up before. Okay, so I guess he's kind of divorced from that.
Well, okay. Later on, they're going to briefly mention the Evil Goddess. The thing is, the Evil Goddess never really comes into play in this route, only in the other one. So,
I do wonder also, okay, Pedro, is it ever is there anything that ever does a flashback that flashes back to Lola's decision and then you go, oh, so that's why picking that led down to this route?
No.
So it really
trust me, Jova.
How you feel about answering Lola that one time.
Trust me, Jova. There is no conveyance from the game on what that choice does. Period. Whatsoever. Like I said, I checked. Like I've said to Teo. Yes, there's that chapter when you finish the game where it says, "Oh, get one of the endings." But here's the thing: the description is vague. Get one of the endings. What do you mean, game? Do you mean one of the endings of each route, or one of the many shipping endings that you can get? Because remember, you can choose. Because basically, the way the shipping, unlike the original game, where the ending you got depending on which particular girl you picked skits more of, right? Remember that, right? In this one, it's not like that. The story is always the same, and you choose your girl from a list at the end. I'm not kidding.
Actually, that's a question. Does that happen after the final cutscene? Is that like a post kind of thing?
Yes, basically
because usually those trophies are tied to the end of a chapter, so I get the idea. It might happen specifically that, and divorced from the actual character endings you normally get.
I guess it's just
a weird thing to do. Still,
I guess it's just that it's like endings can mean multiple different things because the description is, in my opinion, too vague. In my opinion. Anyway, the point is that it's word games. They're very easy, like a little kid could do it. It spells out Fencer. Go on.
So let me guess. They win the tournament, but it turns out something shifty is afoot, and that's why we have to fight.
You'll see. Correct. 20 Picarats.
Hooray.
Congratulations, Rinne. You did it. Keep up the good work.
All right, let's go. And somehow that leads them into
the cellar,
the first dungeon of Advent Dark Force.
Oh my.
Hey, where are we? We're definitely lost. Oh no, I'm a lost kid.
Who is this sassy lost little child?
The only reason we're lost is because Fang told us to go this way.
Actually, Tiara, Rinne told us to go this way, actually. Yeah, exactly what Aaron's saying. Don't shift the blame. Like...
Still, this area looks less like an event site and more like a prison. We should head back.
Freeze! What are you doing?
You scared me. I beg your pardon, but we're lost.
Lies! Think I don't know an escape when I see one? Here!
Oh, let me guess. Something shifty's going on.
Yikes. And that's it. Basically, Jova, this is the game's excuse for having a battle in this cutscene. A guard sees you, and instead of at least asking you what you're doing here, he automatically assumes you're escaped prisoners and attacks you. That's it.
And of course, there's a glass clone for this, even though it makes absolutely no sense for one to be here. Again, it's just there because the battle needs to be balanced in terms of Mew's presence.
Yeah, because remember, most battles in this game require you to have Fleur. It's the other thing, by the way. Yeah, never mind. No, they all require Fleur to be in the party, so the game has to also require Glass to be here for the sake of balance. Go on, Jova.
Wouldn't it help battles with the idols be more unique if they weren't required in basically 99% of the battles?
I get the feeling, Jova, that they're really proud of this mechanic, and the fact that they got these two great singers to voice the characters and perform these songs, they really want you to engage with this mechanic, so they can because they're really proud of the fact that they got some really great singers / actresses to sing these songs.
Also, you really just used Beam on that one guy?
That's the thing, Jova. Remember, Beam has the highest distance range of the game, so when I'm far away from the opponents, it's the most useful thing that I have. See, the thing is,
I'm talking about like when you used it as Rinne when you were incredibly close to that guy.
Oh, did I?
Well, as Jova, if you pay attention, you see that Pedro tested a couple of the other attacks and noticed that they were not going to one and kill them.
Yeah. Because when you're about to use an attack on an enemy, the game will tell you how much damage it's going to do. As a result, it's incredibly easy to always pick the best attack. That's what I'm talking about in terms of the gameplay being very basic and easy. The game outright tells you how much damage the attack will make before you pick it. So picking whatever is the best move is just a matter of picking, like, okay, this one is not... Just go through all the moves until you find the one that's the best, you know. There's no.
That's kind of a staple of tactical RPGs.
It is true. The thing is, I feel like the game doesn't really balance out to make sure that doesn't become too much of an advantage for you. I think.
It is neat that all characters can do Beam, but I do find it weird that they didn't diversify the ultimate attacks for all the characters that much.
See, the thing about this game is that keep in mind, Jova, the beam is an actual attack item that I can equip on anybody. That's why they can use it. But the point is, that's the thing, Jova. Remember all the super duper awesome special moves that the special attacks that the characters had in Advent Dark Force? They're not really in this game. For example, if you use Maelstrom, like as in Tiara's most powerful water spell, it doesn't do the same animation as in Advent Dark Force, which, again, you'd think, considering that's just a matter of copy-pasting, you'd think they would still have it in here, but no. I'm guessing maybe they don't want the battles to constantly cut to cutscene special thingies, but again, that's what the L2 button is for, so you can skip it. So
anyway. I'm guessing that this fight is supposed to hint that there's something shady going on at the Justice Society if they have a dungeon.
No, the Justice Society starts being a thing in this route after this.
Oh, no, I know that, but I'm guessing that, like, well, this is to, like, hint that there's something shifty going on, which, of course, you come to in the main culmination in the route where they actually are a threat.
I guess, but considering the guard that just attacked us has... Well, that's the thing about the guard. Like, it tells us it's a guard, but then it shows Justice Society people. That's the weird part.
I'm guessing the idea is like, well, it's the main guard, but then, you know, well, Fang does say there's so many surrounding us, and like, that's that, like, again, I'm not saying it's good, I'm just trying to get the rationale of this, and my take is that this is the game's way of hinting that there's something up with the Justice Society, and hey, you see the true culmination of that in the other route. Like, question, is there like a main threat of this route that's not in the other route but is potentially hinted at in that other route?
No, not that I can remember.
All right, next.
So the idea is that we defeat all these guys, and
All right, Ethel is defeated because of the heat wave, I'm guessing.
no. What the game means is that you lose if Ethel gets defeated. Like normally, normally the condition for losing is everybody in your party gets knocked out, but in this particular one, you cannot let Ethel get knocked out.
Which I guess means that she's a fixed character for this side quest.
Yes, she is. Well, remember, this is her. The side quest is one of hers. So
it's weird that they didn't fix all your party members though, because you have Tiara and Harley with you, even though they blatantly said that they won and weren't coming.
If anything, a lot of
See, that's the thing, Jova. Later on, we're going to have a side quest where they can only enter a specific door with only, like in the story it says, oh, there's a barrier that can only be crossed if you're female. And the game will force you to only use the female party members in that battle. So it's not like the developers can't do this kind of thing. So why didn't they do a restriction like that for this side quest too?
Well, even in general as a whole, normally tactical RPGs will have, will play around with their concept in order to give variety to the mission. It won't always just be a defeat completely the other side. Sometimes it will be collect an object on the other side of the screen while having to endure. Sometimes it's unfortunately an escort mission with an NPC. Sometimes, it's something more like deliver a package. Again, playing around with stuff. You play Project Cross Zone 2, Jova, so you get an idea of what I'm talking about.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about, though.
No, what I mean is that this game lacks this aspect. That's what I mean.
I guess. It's just that, my problem is, again, like I said, there's going to be... in Chapter 24, there's going to be a side quest where the game will outright force you to only use the female party members. So they could have just as easily done the same thing for this side quest, where only Fang, Galdo, and Ethel and I forgot who else lost stuff. The point is, the people who lost the rock paper scissors match be available. It would have been very easy to do, but I guess they didn't care to do that here.
Yeah, they just did not care.
It's
I mean, and the thing is, there are segments that suggest that they did care, which just makes the moments where it feels like they didn't care all the more jarring. If they're inconsistent with, well, even the bout of whether or not they cared.
As for oh god, I fucking hate the RNG in this game. I'm so tired of constantly trying to hit the enemies and having random guards dodge and miss. It happens so often.
I keep forgetting that that's an aspect in this.
I feel like
game.
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. This is a staple of the genre of all RPGs in general. I just think the RNG is a bit too biased in the enemy's favor in this game. Honestly,
I think the problem is also that they don't really give you much ways to try and balance out or offset the RNG aspects in your favor, like a lot of RPGs tend to do these days.
See, the thing is, remember, as you can see, the enemies are at around level 35, whereas my characters are all at level 60 plus, so I'm over leveled for this match anyway, regardless of whether or not I use beam. I can very easily beat this. So, and the thing is, here's the thing. Glass. See, the thing about Glass is that she's incredibly easy to defeat. You might have noticed that she only has at maximum 500 HP, which is very. So she's relatively easy to take down. So the moment you take down Glass in these battles, and you can use Fleur's singing to basically make yourself OP, even when you're doing your first ever playthrough, and you can easily get through most of the battles in the game like that, really.
I get it, since, Glass is the main antagonist, so it emphasizes how she is the main threat.
Oh no, that I get. Like it's just that glass is incredibly easy to take down in battle. That's what I mean.
Yes.
Whereas, like you can very easily protect Fleur from the enemies, relatively easy. Just make sure you take down glass as soon as you can, and you're golden, basically.
Here, is glass.
Eh.
Phew. Kill.
Ethel says, "Phew, finally done."
Whew, I'm worn out too. See, Ethel? See what happens when you make a game out of stuff? You thought that if we played you thought if I played rock, paper, scissors, you might get to stay behind. And that's what seals your fate. It's a trap!
The trap of luck.
A trap? Okay. Quit teaching her weird stuff, Fang.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Okay, then.
I guess I guess we never solved the problem of the heat. So what exactly was the point of this side quest?
I assume getting the Fury is, if I recall correctly, it's supposed to be a Fury that'll help with the heat, so I assume getting the Fury implies that they solved the heat wave problem.
I guess, but how does a Fury fix that? I mean, unless it has an ice fairy in it, I'm not seeing exactly how it relates.
I think that was the idea, would be one that would cool it down.
I guess, whatever.
Alright, then.
We'll get back to the main story in the next part, everybody. See ya.
Yeah.
See ya.